Solve 15 over x minus 15 over x minus 2 is equal to negative 2. This is a rational equation. The first thing to identify are the values of x that make the denominators 0. In this case, x cannot equal 0 because it would make this denominator 0. And here, x cannot equal 2. 2 minus 2 would be 0 in that denominator. The next step is to find the LCD of all the denominators. The LCD in this case is equal to x times x minus 2, the product of each of the denominators. The next step for us is to multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD, x times x minus 2 on the left-hand side, and then also on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, we must distribute. So we have x times x minus 2 times 15 over x minus x times x minus 2 times 15 over x minus 2. On the right-hand side, we have a negative 2x to distribute. So we get negative 2x times x, which is negative 2x squared, and negative 2x times negative 2, positive 4x. On the left-hand side, we can remove a factor of 1, x over x, and then we have to distribute the 15, which gives us the result 15x minus 30. In this term, we can remove a factor of 1, x minus 2 over x minus 2, leaving us with minus 15x. That's equal to minus 2x squared plus 4x. We'll recognize this as a quadratic equation because of the x squared term. However, notice that the 15x minus the 15x will sum to 0. The next thing we want to do is to collect all the terms on one side. So I'm going to add 2x squared to each side. I'm going to subtract 4x from each side. I'm going to keep the minus 30 on this side, and that's all equal to 0. The next step is to factor. Notice that we can factor out a common factor of 2, which leaves us with x squared minus 2x minus 15 equals 0. We can now use the principle of zero products by factoring this trinomial and setting each factor equal to 0. So this factors as x minus 5 times x plus 3. Now, of course, the 2 can't equal 0. So we just simply say x minus 5 equals 0 or x plus 3 equals 0. This gives us a solution of x equals 5 by adding 5 to both sides. Over here, we subtract 3 from both sides, giving us a solution of x equals negative 3. Both of those are possible because the only restrictions were x couldn't equal 0 or 2. If you substitute those answers back into the original equation and check, you'll find that both of them work, and therefore the solutions are negative 3 and 5.